Disney influences children what they think and feel because of the amount of money and publicity they receive. Disney and other well-known films and shows almost always teach heterosexuality and how it is the best form of love. Movies from Disney teach that straight love is magical, exceptional, and transformative. Children are then being taught from a young age to desire marriage with the opposite sex. This idea of needing to find a prince or princess caused a mass amount of weddings, but also divorces because of the unreasonable expectations being placed on what a spouse is. There's no lesson in these films of getting to know the other person. It consists of love at first sight. This idea of love at first sight places restraints on what love is. It teaches love is finding a person of the opposite sex attractive. And finding someone attractive is what brings the magical sparks and fireworks. Also, almost every time anything shifts from the heteronormative concepts of sexuality, they're seen as disgusting. There are also wounded truths that are constantly being portrayed in films. This is displayed in Sierra Burgess is a loser, an unpopular girl that is unwanted, gets bullied, and made fun of constantly. In this film, they make jokes about her being gay in a horrible way. This teaches young children that it is wrong and disgusting to be anything other than straight. However, we are lucky to have Love, Simon, a film that shows being gay as a good thing, and that the secrets Simon kept was what caused the problems, not his sexuality. Rubin created a charm circle off of what society deems safe and unsafe. These films also teach that you can sexualize girls and have young children kissing or flirting as long as it fits in the safe portion of the charm circle, or that they are straight. Almost every show or movie has received some form of criticism or backlash when it features a gay character, especially in teen and children films. Disney is so massive that the films they have produced will influence generation after generation, causing heteronormative views to continue.
The formation of a gay identity is a result of a change in our economy, from feudalistic agriculture to capitalism. This change in labor has allowed the gay identity to form, as having children is no longer necessary for survival. According to D'Amelio, however, capitalism has not only provided opportunity for non-heterosexual identities, but at the same time has enshrined the family unit. Therefore, the family still remains central to the economy. Capitalism uses sex to appeal to consumers, but this sex is based on heteronormative standards. In media, gay identities are hinted at, but never explicitly stated, while heteronormative families are featured as strong and heroic. D'Amelio also argues that we do not think of children as independent beings, but rather that their parents should make all decisions, even down to how and when they should have sex. What do we teach teens about sex? Parents argue that a child's innocence should not be ruined. This parental control, as Michelli explains, causes sex education for teenagers to be taught as abstinence only, or at least heavily abstinence-based. Teaching abstinence allows parents to feel as if there is no chance of reproduction until marriage. Discussions about sex other than reproductive, heteronormative sex are not allowed. Teens resort to learning about sex through their peers in the media. In America, shows like Teen Mom are popularized, making pregnancy a chance for a girl to become a celebrity. These shows also promote heteronormativity by showcasing pregnant girls that fit normative beauty standards. In contrast, European teen shows feature themes on emerging sexuality and having safe sex with whichever partner they choose. These series also display involvement of parents in discussions about sexuality. Statistics reveal that Europe has significantly lower rates of teen pregnancy and STDs. Can we change our views on sexuality? Instead of popularizing teen pregnancy and tiptoeing around the fact that teens do have sex, we as a society need to open up about sexuality. Gay is not a taboo word anymore, but the gay community is still banned from popularized media in favor of heteronormative themes. Where do those that exist outside of the charmed circle find community?
Vast communities have formed online in recent years through the ever-growing presence of social media. Social media can be an excellent resource for people to connect and share ideas that are otherwise unheard of in mainstream television and film. This includes websites and video channels on YouTube such as Amaze, where sex ed is taught in an intersectional and kid-friendly way with aims at destigmatizing different sexualities and sexual practices. The reason behind the largely heteronormative framing of mainstream media is due to what Foucault has defined as the authorized vocabulary. The authorized vocabulary is the acceptable way to discuss sex in our society, and until very recently, the only acceptable way to discuss sex has been in a heterosexual and largely white setting. This limited representation of diverse sexualities has such an effect on society due to its productive power, which is a less obvious form of reinforcement via repeated beliefs which encourage certain desires and actions in others. One way that the media has shaped the beliefs of the general populace is through advertisement and sales. A lot of marketing for children has been confined to extreme heteronormative gendering of clothes, toys, and many other aspects of children's lives. Part of this gendering has led to androcentrism, which is the tendency for society to value masculinity and devalue femininity. This can be observed by the marketing of concepts like the increased importance of intelligence and studying for boys compared to the importance placed on beauty and being pampered for girls. Advertising on social media platforms such as Snapchat and YouTube have also seen the effects of how certain sex sells. These advertisements can be viewed by children who use the platforms and send messages that heteronormativity is the only way to view society. Through the many avenues of media and social media that we surround ourselves in daily, we are bombarded with depictions of heteronormativity which is picked up subconsciously by our children. These ideas will continue to be propagated by our media unless we make an active effort to be more inclusive of diverse sexualities and representation by supporting content from LGBTQ artists, creators, and businesses which support LGBTQ efforts. Despite what Disney may or may not say, it is fantastic to be gay.